these two players. Down in the lower right position, from Mouse Esports, the red Terran player, desperate to force an ace match. It is HeroMarine. And up to the top left, his opponent, probably feeling pretty happy about things at the moment. It is Mr. JonnyRecco as the Blue Zug.
JonnyRecco looking really strong in the series. He only has to win one more game to advance to the semifinals, and that is going to be so good for his exposure. He's currently teamless, and you know, he left Dignitas, and he really needs a new team. And finishing in the semifinals or even higher is going to give him so much exposure. So many teams are going to be like, wow, this guy is up and coming. We need to have him on our roster ASAP.
Well, there's lots of chatter. That's the thing. There's lots of chatter around the center. The JonnyRecco, he has a shot. I know going into this, if you asked people a couple before the event, what do you reckon to JonnyRecco's chances with the people through already, they would have been,
not so
ask
good.
him now, and they'll be going, do you know what? He just may do it. He is the last remaining British player in this tournament. If he wins it, I think the crowd may just go absolutely crazy.
Yeah, the crowd is going to go absolutely crazy. I mean, imagine a final like Liquid Red versus JonnyRecco. I mean, that's going to cause a lot of cheers. I do believe someone in chat just said that Red was down 2-0 in the semifinal versus, in the quarterfinal versus Sting. So,
yeah, it could be an absolutely amazing game. Of course, we saw Crank. We didn't see it, but Crank knocked out, Sting knocked out Crank. That was always fun.
We did see that.
We did see that, yes, it was on the stream. We saw it from the audience, we didn't cast it, is what I was trying to get to. Now, this is really good. This was a good scout out by JonnyRecco with that drone. He didn't see the barracks, but he did see the gas, and the fact he didn't see the barracks is probably making him slightly concerned that it's proxied.
Yeah, it is. He is going to be worried about that, but it's not being proxied, just in a little bit of an awkward spot, and we do see a Reaper coming out, so HeroMarine still keeping up the variety, opening different every single
look at
game.
This is brilliant. This drone running around is ace, because he's making sure that if an SCV comes in to try and build a bunker, he can take it out, and that is exactly what he's going to do. He's bringing a couple more as well. If the bunker doesn't go down, the Reapers aren't really much of a threat to Zug. With a bunker, suddenly they become very awkward because Queens can take quite a bit of damage, and it's just altogether a bad situation. But now, with this SCV getting denied, it's all fine, and the reason you know it's going to be a Reaper is just because there's one gas. You know there's one gas, and you know there's a rack somewhere.
Yeah, we have seen a Proxy Marauder that didn't really do much before, so it is, of course, going to be a Reaper. The Reaper is actually going to do damage here, kills one of the low HP drones, and will probably be able to take out some more. JonnyRecco not quite ready for this yet. The bunker is going up. Sixlings on the way, loses another drone. One morphs into an extractor to keep it alive, and here are those 4 Zerglings. Are they going to be out in time? Will they be able to deny the bunker? I think they're just barely going to make it.
They should be able to, and the Lings are pushing it back. This is now not going to do anything. The Reaper should be able to get away, but the bunker isn't going to get completed. That SCV very low on health. More Lings being forced, though.
He needs more Lings, yeah, definitely needs more Lings. And now 2 Reapers are out. No Spinecrawler, of course. No Queens on the way yet. The Queens... Oh, actually, there's a Queen.
The SCV got sniped. That's really good. That is really good. Suddenly the bunker's not going to come down, these Reapers. They're not going to do well against the Queen. They don't do enough damage. The Queen has great range on them, and as we're seeing now, they're just being forced back. This was damage averted, but some damage still done, because here JonnyRecco was forced to make an awful lot of Lings as opposed to drones, and is now at 18 drones compared to 20 SCVs.
Yeah, definitely a lot of losses being suffered there for JonnyRecco. HeroMarine, though, doesn't have his expansion up yet. His expansion is a lot later. JonnyRecco can relatively safely expand towards the 3rd base if he wanted to right now. As soon as he realizes what's going on, the Reapers are going to be coming back in here, jumping up to the main base, but the Queen is in position. That
Queen positioning is great. You want to be forcing the Reapers back. They haven't actually got that many kills if you take a look at them. Just 3 kills on one of them, none on the other. Combat drops working wonders to get them back up, and all while they stay up, they will heal up very, very quickly out of combat, and so you can keep using them, keep poking and prodding. If nothing else, it's keeping JonnyRecco on his toes.
Another Reaper going to be joining up, but this is really turning out to be a bit of a dangerous Reaper squad. They are going to be healing. JonnyRecco is moving to take a 3rd, is going to take a Queen. Oh, is going to lose a Queen? Is he going to lose the Queen?
He may do. He very well.
No, stays alive. Barely there. That was good for him. Didn't want to lose that Queen. Would be falling behind on the Jacks. Would be falling behind on Creep Spread. And his 3rd base might even be delayed if he lost that Queen, because, you know, pure Zergling doesn't really deal with Reapers well. And these 3 Reapers, man, HeroMarine is making the most of them.
Yeah, the thing is, even though they're not doing tremendous amounts of damage, they're going to get the Queen. They do. That is a good little win there for...
Oh, speed finishes. That could be the end of the Reapers. Are they going to get out? 1 gets taken out. 2 get out.
Now, getting the Queen for
they're
1
trapped,
Reaper
though.
That is definitely a good trade. Yeah, the Reapers are just like, maybe if we hide in the corner,
I want to jump up this big cliff, but I can't. Oh, actually, what? JonnyRecco doesn't move in to kill the Reapers. Okay.
He's just like, oh, maybe they're not there. And the Reapers are like, this is our lucky day.
We were hiding behind the minerals and they didn't see us.
JonnyRecco running some links straight in towards the natural base, knowing there's going to be very little to defend. One Hellion is there, but one Hellion against this many links is not going to go
doesn't
so well.
get the lift on the supply depot, but there are 2 additional Hellions here, so that's really not that big of a deal. Is going to lose another SCV, and the Reapers are going to be coming back here. They are full HP again, and a little counterattack by JonnyRecco is going to get shut down by HeroMarine, but not completely without taking any damage.
It also leveled out the number of workers killed. 2 apiece, that's looking all nice. JonnyRecco up to 34 drones, which is very low for this stage of the game, just due to how aggressive HeroMarine was doing. But HeroMarine hasn't had the opportunity to get that command center down long. He's just got to start pumping. Both players have got to start macroing. But JonnyRecco apparently going with the approach of, well, I'm going to come kill you.
Could be. 3 roaches, 12 zerglings on the way. He is on 3 bases. Will have a lot of larvae to work with. Isn't really producing overlords as actively. There he goes, starts up drones again, so it's not going to be quite all in here, but it's definitely looking to do damage as the Zerglings surround one of the Hellions in the middle of the map. That was a nice little advantage there for JonnyRecco.
That was a very, very nice surround, managing to pick those off, and as long as you keep these Hellions out, you're going to be absolutely fine. The Roach is going to help as well. HeroMarine does have +1 infantry weapons and stim finishing up, as well as the starport, so he could go for a nice little timing window here, potentially. It's seen quite common, that +1 stim medevac push, but ultimately, we need to see HeroMarine do some more damage, because otherwise Recco is going to just start droning like mad, and he's getting the Baneling nest down as well, so he is fully aware from the Zerglings that made it into the main that it's a bio force. And
yeah,
once you know
the Overlord there.
Yeah, and the Overlord there as well. It sees everything. So once you know that's coming down, you can adapt appropriately, and Recco probably going to chuck down after this Baneling nest. He'll get his lair. Once he gets his lair, a Spire.
Is it going to be that again? Is he going to be playing Ling Bling again?
Every game against Bio, he
plays Ling Bling.
Ling Bling meter. Yep.
Well, it would be cool to see. I'm really looking forward to that. Makes for some very interesting, very fun engagements. A bit of a blast from the past, really. Because we used to see nothing but Ling Bling Muta versus Terran, no matter what they did in a certain point in Wings of Liberty. But things have really changed.
Infestors became good units.
Yeah. People realized, wait a second, these infested Terrans, they're good. They benefit from upgrades, but no longer.
No longer. So we've got currently the +1 Terran infantry armor coming down. +1 weapons is complete. And just as I thought, HeroMarine moving across the map. 2 medevacs, +1 stim, and combat shield will kick in if he delays this push a little bit.
Yeah, no combat shield yet though, so the Banelings are going to be pretty powerful. How many does he have out? 10 Banelings. That's a good amount. He might be able to take this out. Here come the Banelings. There are no siege tanks yet. Nice split though by HeroMarine. Really good split.
Yeah, that split was nice. A lot of the Marines staying up. JonnyRecco going to have to pull back. He needs to be very careful not to lose this third.
Indeed he does. Here come the Zerglings, and a few additional Banelings are out. If he manages to get a tight grip on these Marines, he might be able to do it. Nice focus fire on the Banelings. Perfect focus fire on the Banelings. That was sick by HeroMarine. He's going to be pushing in and killing a lot of drones. More Zerglings are popping out. Another stim goes down. More Zergling reinforcements coming in. Another 2 Banelings. Is this going to be enough for JonnyRecco? It looks like it's not. It's not. Oh my god, what a control by HeroMarine. That was sick.
That was indeed very, very sick. So HeroMarine is putting JonnyRecco in a bit of problems. Currently, he's at a lower supply, which is never a good point. Great little timing push by HeroMarine. He's great at them. And we're seeing that this third base, very likely now to potentially get taken out.
If it gets taken out, Johnny is in so much trouble. He doesn't have enough units popping out. And there he goes, takes out, boosts into the natural mineral line. This guy is on fire. A few Zerglings were waiting for him there, though. So good reaction out of JonnyRecco. Not going to be able to continue the pain and might have to boost his way home.
Now let's look at this realistically. JonnyRecco isn't out of this game yet. There is no third base up for HeroMarine, no third command center or anything like that. But look at this follow-up push, leaving HeroMarine's natural.
Yeah.
The tanks are in there. And just think, the Banelings weren't being effective without the tanks. Now there's tanks there as well. It's going to be even harder for Recco to get some good engagements and good connections.
Yeah, it's going to be very hard. 9 Banelings on the way. Bailing speed not yet done. No mutas out on the field. No upgrades to really speak of, and it's near impossible.
Yeah, it is going to be very, very tough for him. And we see a
look at that split.
That split, absolutely great. We see the Banelings starting to move in. JonnyRecco desperate to focus down those tanks because they are going to start chipping away at the roaches, but just so many Marines, hardly any going down to those Banelings. And as such, I think HeroMarine is going to be able to level this out. GG.